Hey, what's up guys, it's Mystic and I have a UU battle here against Curtis, and I found him on the Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder. And yeah, but obviously if this is UU battle, then why does he have a fucking Magnezone and shit? He obviously doesn't know his teams. But anyways, we're going to get into the battle. So yeah, let's get it started. You already know. So I'm gonna lead off with my Roserade, and he's gonna lead off with his Clado, and he's always gonna switch out because I have a Roserade out, and he's expecting a grass move. But I'm just gonna go for the Toxic Spike so I can get residual damage. Set up my hazards. So when he switches in and switches out, they can get poisoned and whatnot. But he brings in the Houndour, and I'm just gonna switch out because I don't want to take a Fire Blast or Flamethrower to the face. But he actually predicts that and goes for a Nasty Plot, which this is okay because I send out my Micro Time, and Rotom Heat. My Rotom Heat here is especially defensive, but as you can see, he goes for Dark Pulse, doesn't kill, but he gets the damn flinch. So he's just gonna go for another Dark Pulse and take me out. I didn't want to switch out because I didn't want anything else to take a Dark Pulse to the face. So I'm just gonna send out my Crocodile, nicknamed Kremling, because Kremling are the rivals of Donkey Kong, and those alligators called the Kremling and whatnot. But yeah, pretty sure you get it. But I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake because I'm scarfed and whatnot, and I outspeed it, and of course that's gonna kill. And I get the Moxie boost, and since I'm locked onto Earthquake, I'm gonna have to switch out, and I'm gonna go into my Porygon 2, and right here he gets to predict that, and he goes for a Nasty Plot, and I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I go for a Nasty Plot on my own. Now I know what you're thinking. How can Porygon 2 learn Nasty Plot when Porygon Z can learn Nasty Plot? The reason? Because it's my Zoroark in disguise. Because see, I go for a Focus Blast, and Porygon 2 can learn Focus Blast as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a Focus Blast when I should have went for a Dark Pulse. But the Focus Blast actually pays off and gives me a special defense drop, and that's gonna work out in the next turn. As you can see right here, he goes for the +2 Air Slash, and I'm like, oh shit, that's gonna kill me. But luckily I run max HP, so glad I got to live with that Slither. So I'm just gonna go for a Dark Pulse and take out the Togekiss. And I should have put Night Burst on it, but it's whatever. I wanted Dark Pulse, so they wouldn't know that I was actually a Zoroark in disguise. But I don't know if Porygon 2 can learn Dark Pulse. But whatever. Right here, as I thought about it, I made a dumb play because I could have just went for a Nasty Plot before it started trying to set up on me and stuff. But instead I'm just gonna switch out into my Roserade. As you go for the HP Grass, it's gonna do jack shit because I'm special defensive. So yeah. And as it comes in this, he sends his Spiritomb and stuff, it gets poisoned by my Toxic Spikes. But too bad I have 2 layers of spikes up, because then it wouldn't be able to set up on me too much. So right here's where the setups begin. He's gonna start going for Calm Mind. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm fucked. And right here, okay, more poison damage racks up. And right here, I stupidly go for the Sludge Bomb, forgetting that the Ghost type resist the damn poison move. So he's just gonna set up more of my face. So he's at +2 special attack and special defense. I'm a little bit worried, but poison damage is racking up. But yeah, I go for the Giga Drain right here, but you'll see later that the poison damage isn't even gonna matter in this appearance. So I mean, in this point of view, but he goes for another Calm Mind, so he's sitting at +3 right now, and more poison damage racks up, and he's at decent amount of damage. So I don't know why I switched that right here. But anyways, a Giga Drain wouldn't have done that anyway. So right here he goes for the rest, and I'm like, oh boy, I almost had it, but it's fine. I'm just gonna send out my Zoroark disguised as Porygon 2 as Death Fodder. And he has a Chesto Berry, so yeah, that sucks. But I'm just gonna go for a Dark Pulse right here, hoping to get a flinch. But as you can see, no justice for me. But he's just gonna go for his own Dark Pulse and take me out. So yeah, that's fine. I still got some other pulse who probably can take it out at this point, but So I'm just gonna send out a Kremlin instead of hoping that none of his attacks will take me out. But he does have the HP grass, so right here the earthquake does a decent amount, but I'm like fuck. And then he goes with the HP grass and I'm like no, hoping it doesn't kill me, and I was just watching my health go down like no, and yes, I live with a slither 4 HP. And right here I was hoping for a crit because that's the only way I was gonna knock it out, and guess what? I get the crit. Now I'm just gonna throw this out right now. The places where I needed the crits mattered the most. There was places where I needed crits that mattered the most, and I was like hella happy. So I was hella lucky and shit. So of course another earthquake. This earthquake isn't gonna be able to affect the Clado because it has levitate. So I'm just gonna have to switch out, and as it goes for a light screen, knowing that there's nothing I can do, it's got locked on the earthquake. It's gonna go for a light screen. So I'm gonna send out my Azel as I switch out from my crocodile and go for the grass knot, and I'm way behind narration. But then he's gonna go for a reflect after the grass knot did a decent amount. Now right here I should have predicted did his switch into Magnezone, because I thought right here I thought about going for the fire blast, but I was like nah, I'm just gonna make the safe play and go for it. But oh well. So even though he has the light screen up, this fire blast does a pretty decent amount of damage onto the Magnezone. So I wasn't even mad, bro. That possibly could have 2-hit KO'd the Magnezone too, but he's just gonna go for the Volt Switch and take me out. And I thought I could live this Volt Switch, but then forgetting that Magnezone has like massive special attack and whatnot, and that is stab too. Volt Switch. So then he switches out to this big threat Suicune, and I was just like, oh shit, it's over. He's gonna calm mine up in my face and sleep talking, whatever he has. I'm pretty sure he had rest. But yeah, so I'm just gonna send out Roserade because I know I could take any hit from a Suicune, but it also is obviously gonna have the Ice Beam, but they don't go for the Ice Beam, but they decide to set up in my face, which is they're gonna pay back for later, or I can say that it's gonna come back to bite them in the ass. But yeah, so it gets the leftover recovery after I do a Giga Drain, and toxic damage is just racking up from the toxic spots, and I go for a Giga Drain right here, and bam! Look at that. And you can see more damage going on. I know I got the crit, so that really mattered right there. If I didn't get the crit, that Suicune would have set up all in my face and it would have been over. He would have swept my whole team with that Suicune. But anyway, he's just going to send out the Magnezone. I'm not even worried too much because I know I can take hits from it all day, but obviously this Roserade can't do nothing to it because it only has Sludge Bomb, which doesn't affect steel types, and Giga Drain. But he's just going to go for a Flash Cannon as I send out my real Porygon 2. That's obviously going to take the hit because it's Eevee Light. And I also have Recover and whatnot. And this Porygon 2 is specifically just for Ferrothorns because I do indeed have the HP Fire. So I go for HP Fire hoping he doesn't switch out, but he does. I should have predicted that because right there I did thought about hitting the Ice Beam, but I said nah, I'm just gonna, just like thing with the Azelf and Clado. But I should have been having some good predictions right there, but it's whatever. Making safe plays, double switches, and all that shit. So I'm gonna go for the Recover, but then he goes for the Toxic right here. And sorry, right there, my screensaver just popped up as you saw my name on it. So I go for an HP Fire, hoping that he was gonna switch back out into Magnezone. But as you see later, he has nothing. There's nothing he can do with this Clado but set up light screens, Toxic, and Rapid Spin. So yeah. So I'm just gonna Ice Beam him to the face, and that's easily a 2-hit KO. Right here, I predicted to switch out into Magnezone because I thought he probably would have had a move that could have taken me out or something. I don't know. I just went for HP Fire, hoping he brings the Magnezone in, but it's whatever. But he was the only attacking move he had was Rapid Spin, so yeah, he obviously couldn't do anything. So at this point, I was just able to kill him off with another Hidden Power Fire, so it didn't even matter. So I think the score right now is 3-1, and at this point I'm just gonna leave my Porygon 2 in because yeah, I don't want to bring out my Crocodile and it just dies to a fucking flash cannon. So yeah, so you're just gonna take out my Porygon 2 and it's 2-0 right now. And this last guy is Magnezone, and I'm just gonna come in with my Crocodile and finish things off with the Earthquake to the face because times 4 effective. And even with the Reflect Up, it won't even be able to help him. So yeah, that is a good game, Curtis. That is indeed a good game. Yeah, that was my first UU battle ever. Did pretty well on it, you know. Give me some comments and whatnot, guys. Comment, rate, and all that. And I'll see you guys later. Deuces!